Now I got a notification. It just went live. Through the chair.
Now, I would suggest that if when you talk about the website,
Oh no, nothing's plugged in for lights.
Hey, what's going on, Ja? Got your message. An email. I'll do a little live video here. Talk about the website a little bit. We've got it slowly but surely updating. Should have everything up there and open tonight, running that we've got right now. So we'll be doing that, yeah. I got Derek back from Philly. He's in the studio with me helping. So he's working on some editing and putting stuff together and working with the website with me. Waxing even thanks. Yeah. Glad to hear it, bro. I'm just hanging in there. Still sick a little bit, but they're working on it. So we're putting together some new videos. We're putting together some products for the website, putting together some battery purchases and whatnot. So we've got a bunch of new batteries for sale. They're starting to go up on the website. The store's on the website. We just got to put it all together today and make it work. So we've got the Headway 38120 cells. We've got about 1,000 of those. And we also have the other Headway 38120s, the reds, the heavier red ones. They're 8 amp hours, but they're 200 amp continuous discharge. And I figured I'd do a live video earlier today, so anybody that wanted to see it, they could see it. We could talk about the website, wes.techguy.com. You can go there. You can get your solar generators. By the end of today, we'll have pretty much everything up there, I think. But just keep working with us as we add it. Your different sizes, your different voltages, all that good stuff. And we'll also have the lithium batteries on there, the 18650s, as well as these. We have a ton of the Samsung 25Rs. We got thousands of those. We're going to be selling. They're all brand new as well. Solar panels, all the schematics, all the blueprints, all of the inverters, all the independent pieces. So you'll be able to buy the solar generators and the products that I sell as a whole unit, or you'll also be able to buy those a la carte individual. You know, if you want an inverter and a solar controller or a wind controller, you want a solar panel. If you want to piece this stuff out, you can. If you want to buy the battery cells and build your own packs, you can. Or you can buy our battery packs that we pre-build in, 20 amp hour, 25, so on, 50, 100, and up. Whether you want them in 12 volt, 24 volt, 48 volt, or above, we can do that for you as well. So you'll have all those choices on the website you'll be able to choose from. I doubt we'll get everything on the website today, but you'll start seeing it propagate up there, and you'll actually start being able to purchase as of the next couple of hours on the website. And just work with us and keep checking as we keep adding products on the website, and you'll start seeing it change dramatically and quickly. So Joe, you're the only guy in the chat right now, so let's see here what you got to say, buddy. What's the plans? Okay, I think I just kind of covered those. Nice, good to see you feeling a little better. A little bit, yeah. How much for a setup for me so I can add it to my build? Custom 12 volt, 200 amp hour. 12 volt, 200 amp hour, Jaw, is going to be close to probably $3,000 in a Life PO4 setup with headway cells. And if you're looking at a lithium setup, a little bit cheaper, I believe. I haven't quite put that together yet. That's what we're working on today. We're putting all the pricing together. We're trying to keep everything, equal, apples to apples to everybody else that's doing it. If you've noticed, there's a lot of people now that are starting to sell the battery cells. Most of them are importing or not the cells, the battery packs. Most of them are importing them straight from China or wherever, pre-built, and then they're just reselling them. What I'm finding out from a lot of people that are doing that, though, is that they're advertising them at one price, and then you pay $1,000 for the battery, and then they turn around and they hit you with $350, $400, $500 to ship the battery, and they're in the U.S. So I'm trying to get this all handled and taken care of. The battery packs in the lithium battery packs, they're just expensive no matter how you slice it or dice it. So I'm just going to try to be competitive with everybody else that's out there. Now, one thing that a lot of people are going to need to understand on these battery packs that we are selling, and even the solar generators that I'm selling, we have a superior product to a lot of them that are already on the market, and we have things in ours that others don't. We have a warranty that's going to be pretty much the best in the country that I'm aware of, possibly the world. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at everybody's warranties out there, but a lifetime warranty is pretty insane. So we're using a better cell than most of these companies are using. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying the majority of them. We're using a cell that is by far superior to theirs. We're using the headway cell. We're using the Samsung cell. We're using high amperage cells for the high amperage discharge. Well, a lot of guys are using a 3 amp or a 5 amp cell that has a 2 or a 3C rating. And, we're using everything that has, at least a 3C rating, like on the Samsung 25R, and then up to, like the 10C rating on the Headway Life PO4 cells. So I'm going to try to price accordingly to my competition, but at the same time, once again, our cells are a little bit different than a lot of the other people's cells. So we will, at one point in time down the road, we'll be offering other cells at a reduced rate when we find the right cells for that. We'll always stick with our reputable name brand companies. We're not going to go generic, and we're not going to go Chinese generic stuff. It's just too many problems at the end of the day. So I'd rather just have a more superior product for a higher cost, and just let that be that. So how much is my generator going for? Which one? How big? How many watt hours of battery power? How many watts of usage? How much continuous wattage? What's the surge wattage? Do you want to know high velocity or high frequency, low frequency? So these are going to be all over the website. And that's the thing. I've been only showing a couple of models here in all of my YouTube videos of the size of generators, but we will have them as low as 600 watts, as high as 15,000. So it's kind of a loaded question. I need to know a little bit more about what it is you need. I know we've talked a little bit through email and stuff, Ja, but I can't remember, to be honest with you. I got the pure sine wave 3,000 to 5,000 watts. Okay. So pure sine wave, they're all pure sine wave. Everything we're going to be marketing is going to be pure sine wave. So I'm not sure if you mean high frequency or low frequency. Well, I'll just give you a couple of different scenarios. How's that? The high frequency units are going to be a lot less expensive than the low frequency units. The high frequency units are going to be stuff like that 600 watt build that I did. Hey, Derek, do me a favor. Can you bring me over that portable generator that's over there, the small one? That one I built a long time ago? Yeah. Derek's going to bring this one over here, and I'll let you take a peek at it. And you'll remember it from the videos. Okay, so this unit here, this is just, the prototype. This has got a few pounds, so I got to weight this thing up. But this unit here is 600 watts. It's got the USB in the front. It's got the 12-volt cigarette lighter in the front. And then this has got the solar controller in it. On the back of it, it's got 2 AC outlets, and it's got solar in and DC in. This should be up. Now I turn it on. So this one here is going to be probably close to the $750 range. It's not going to come in this box. It's going to have a little bit more features and a little more simpler to use and compact. Turn that switch off on the front there and take that for me. So that one's going to be around $750 complete, and that's going to be one of our smaller ones, and you'll have options on that. You'll be able to buy bigger batteries or a bigger battery pack. That's right now only got like a 20 amp hour pack in it. And then we'll have them in the 1,000 watt range low frequency. We'll have them in the 1,500 watt low frequency, the 1,500 watt high frequency. And so that's going to change all of our prices. But to answer your question, in the low frequency at 3,000 watts at 100 amp hour battery, we're going to be close to that $4,000 mark. With that, you're going to be able to, use solar, wind, DC in, AC in. You've got an automatic transfer switch. It can be ran in battery priority mode. It can be ran in AC priority mode. You've got, 30 amp to 50 amp outlets on that unit to do direct hardwiring to your panel or your RV or your building. You've got 7 or 8 120 volt outlets on there on 2 or 3 different circuits. So, and you're running the 100 amp hour minimum Life PO4 battery with the Headway 38120S cells in it. Kyle, what's the most powerful generator? He says, Kyle, the most powerful generator would be probably in a single individual piece, probably around, for the most part, 15 kW. We can do bigger. We can get way bigger. That's going to be pre-order only and, pay up front kind of a thing. We're not going to stock anything bigger than that for the most part. It's just, if somebody needs it, we can get it, we can build it. And then again, you got to ask yourself at portability, once, you're talking 15 kW or 15,000 watts of a generator. The inverter itself is a few hundred pounds at that level. So you're 200 to 400 pounds. You haven't even added the battery pack onto it. But we are doing those in a portability system where they can be used and you can actually move them around, with wheels and stuff. But they get pretty heavy. So you got to be really careful about I've got to be really careful about what size, we build these in a portable manner. Remember I need and want to try to run my fridge in a portable AC just in case the hurricane hits for backup power. Yeah, the 3,000 will do that, no problem, hands down. And we're still figuring out graphs for watt hours and stuff like that for you guys, so we can tell you guys exactly what you can expect to run on these portable AC and AC units. Like I said, my units will run those, as you know. And we're going to be, maybe tonight, if we can make this happen on our next live video, we'll probably set up the one of the generators, if we can, running the portable AC units. We've taken them out of the studio, but we'll see if we can pull that off tonight. But when you start running portable air conditioning, the smaller the unit, the longer your generator is going to run. Obviously, the longer your battery is going to last. And so, for you, in the case of running in a storm and needing that power to keep that refrigerator going and having a small, portable AC or a window unit, the beautiful thing about the generators, depending on which model you buy and which type you buy and what setup and what voltages you get, you can just always hook this up to your automobile if you needed to and charge the battery right from there if you didn't even have solar panels. Or you can just hook up another AGM battery to it. Like if you wanted more power after you bought the generator, you'll always be able to add either my batteries, which are lithium or Life PO4, or you'll be able to just add AGM batteries to them, when you get into a big pinch. So the generator is extremely versatile in what it can do and for how long it can run, and its only limitation is its inverter for the most part. And then of course the amount of power you've got going back into it to charge the batteries as you're spending the power from that battery pack. So I hope that helps a little bit. The 3000 watt that I have over here with the 100 amp hour battery in it, it's going to run your lights, it's going to run your refrigerator, it's going to run a lot of things for quite a while. But you got to remember, at the end of the day, 100 amp hours is just 100 amp hours. And if we do that math for our watt hours, let's see here. We're at, that's at like 1200 watt hours. So I guess I could have done that a lot faster in my head. I just didn't think about it. So, at 1200 watt hours, that's how long that battery is going to last you. So, you've got to spend your power wisely when you're in the middle of a storm. Now, if you've got, a few solar panels, you're going to be able to charge this thing like this on the Life PO4 system and the lithium. You're going to be able to charge it very quickly. So that's not a problem during the day, but it's the evening that, you've got to be concerned about. So yeah, Ja, you'd want a small window unit in your bedroom, close the door, keep it cool enough to survive in there and, not be burning up like, at an unreasonable temperature. And you should be fine through the night with some LEDs, running maybe a small TV or radio or laptop. It's just a matter of how much power you're pulling and how much amperage you're pulling quickly is what's going to determine how long those batteries are going to last for you. Yeah, make sure your kids are comfortable during the storm. I get that totally. How many panels at what wattage? All right, so that's another factor there that's going to be in each system. So the average small unit, though, like a lot of our high frequency stuff, we're only talking a 20 or 30 amp solar controller. So you're not looking at big heavy duty stuff. Now, when you get into that low frequency stuff, and you go into the 3000 watts up, even at 1500 or even 1000 at low frequency, we can put in different size solar controllers and stuff, so you can do more panels. And so once again, it's kind of a loaded question. It's vague. How many panels and at what wattage? Well, that's going to determine upon the load of the solar controller and, how many of those that we can run per controller. But that'll all be on the website. So you can just go and, plug and play kind of, and just pick what you want, add what you want. And then that'll all work accordingly to the pricing of that unit. Got gen support mode, i.e. Honda 2000. Yes, we do have gen support on almost every single generator that we sell. Not every one. Some of the smaller units, like the one I just showed, the 600 watt, the first one we did, I don't believe that supports. I'm pretty sure that doesn't support gen support. However, all of our other units will support generator startup. The only thing is if you have a Honda 2000, then you've got to be able to, Roger, if I'm getting your question right, where it says got gen support mode, i.e. Honda 2000, meaning will my generator kick on your generator automatically? Yes, it'll do that, except your generator has to have auto start on it. And if you mean the other way, will my generator support your Honda 2000 charging back into my batteries? Absolutely. So either or, it'll work both ways. But I think that's maybe what you meant. I think you meant, can you charge the battery pack with your Honda 2000, if that's the correct. Yeah, Ja, custom designs. I'm sorry, Ja. The wind update factor. Okay, yeah. Are you saying wind update or the wind update, Ja? I'm not sure how that was supposed to read. I liked the wind update factor. You mean being able to add wind to it to charge it? Power sharing. Yeah, Roger, they can power share. Absolutely. Are you looking at Life PO4? All right. I hate my bosses. Are you looking at Life PO? You're looking at Life PO for a 12-volt system, since lithium ion at 3.7 does not line up well 3S or 4S. Are you looking at Life PO? I hate my bosses. You just jumped in. Your question is, are you looking at Life PO4 for a 12-volt system since lithium ion at 3.7 does not line up well, 3S or 4S? Yes and no. We use both Life PO4, as I was saying, and both the Headway 38120S sells blue and red. Red's unusual for what we're going to be doing. These are for special applications because of the continuous amperage that we're allowed to pull out of these at 200 amps is for, most people don't need this, but some guys want them, so we have them. We can make a generator run no problem with the 4S lithium or even a 3S lithium. So that's for me, that's irrelevant. I don't use the tech, some of you guys that build that you're building kitchen generators out there on your own. I know you're having troubles doing 3S or 4S. 3S isn't enough and 4S is too much. There's a lot of ways around that. And if you watch some of my videos, you can see how to get around that, using buck converters and things like this. There's a lot of electronics out there that help you get around these things. And in that first generator that I built, the little 600-watt portable solar generator, we used a lot of those parts and we're able to run a 4S system in there. That particular generator has a Life PO4 battery in it, a 4S system, but we also run those in a 4S lithium as well. So it's just a matter of just, tricking voltages. That's all. And all you're doing is tricking the voltage to the inverter and just telling the inverter that you have a different voltage going to it. That's all. The problem that comes into play with lithium is when you're trying to charge a lithium battery via an AC load through the inverter. And that's changing as well because we're now having lithium inverters built. So when they charge, they're charging at the voltages that we need. So the answer to the question is, yes, we're using Life PO4, and we recommend Life PO4 for mainly safety reasons and shelf life reasons. They're a little heavier than lithium, but they definitely have their advantages in a lot of other areas. So yeah, wind. Yes, we're doing the wind. That's another thing, guys. The generators, each generator, you'll be able to, like I said, even when you choose a generator, you can a la carte that generator. So you can choose to have wind or not. If you don't want wind, then we'll remove that from the scenario. So you don't have to worry about that if you're never going to use wind to charge your batteries. And some people won't want solar, believe it or not. They'll only want wind. So some people, it'll take too big of a solar array for them to charge the batteries. And they don't have enough sun. And, that'll become an issue. Think Alaska, things like that. Anyways, like I said, website is wes.techguide.com. And it is up and running. I know some of you have said there's nothing going on over there. It doesn't work. And, it doesn't go anywhere. And you're right. It was all one static page for the most part. It literally was a testing grounds. And it was just there because we had a domain. If you go and check it out now, you'll see that it has changed. You'll start seeing as of today, it's going to start showing the products. The products still are not there. The store is now there. And we're adding products now as we speak. Matter of fact, Derek is sitting over here right now adding products. So they'll become live today. And, give us a couple of days to get all of the different things that we're going to be selling up there and all the different options because it does take time to build a website. And we're just doing it ourselves, so it makes it a lot faster that way. Hello, during a hurricane, wind is abundant, LOL. Need the extra. Right. So, yeah, John, definitely during the hurricane, wind is an abundance. We have other methods and other ways to charge our generators that a lot of people don't. And I've talked about this in past videos and live shows. So I want to kind of keep that for till we get everything launched on the website. And it seems like it doesn't seem like I have drugged my feet on all this because I've had so many things going on in life. So I'm kind of behind where I should really be right now. But it seems like when I come out with something, somebody else comes out with it the next day or even the same day. And some people actually, I'll do a video and then somebody will do the next video, do the same video that I just did a few hours earlier. And so I'm keeping certain things kind of quiet until they come out on the website for right now, just so I can be the first one that's out there with it, or at least that I know of. So, just keep watching the website. They'll be coming out. So, coming to those charging deals. We're going to be running some things in the units that nobody else is running, as I've told you guys before. And so when it comes to charging my unit, whether you're charging it with solar, wind, water, AC power, the grid, your automobile, all the different ways that you can charge it. We have some things, or I have some things in this unit or in these units that are going to be a big help where nobody else has them. And this is that thing I keep talking about that nobody else has. And, it's in there, and you'll see it. You'll see how it works. And I can't explain it to you, and I can't show it to you, and I can't give it to you over a video because it's just not smart for myself. That's business suicide. But it'll be in there, and it'll make it much easier. And so when I say that our units are more superior to the other guy, I mean in a lot of different ways: warranty, the quality of products that we're using, the way our science works inside our systems. And so with that being said, let's say we've got, competitor A, competitor B, and competitor C, and we all have a 1,000-watt unit, and we all have a 50 amp hour battery, and we all everything is the same as far as voltage and amperages are concerned. Guy A, company A, his might take 5 hours to charge. Company B might take 10 hours to charge. Ours might take 35 minutes to charge. So these are the kinds of things that we're talking about. And we have a lot of different options and ways to charge that other people don't have. So you were sick. It's understandable. Yeah, I was sick. Thanks, Jai. Yeah, I was sick and still fighting that every day. But we're slowly but surely getting everything rolling again. And guys, a lot of people ask me a lot of things on comments. A lot of people send me emails. I get a lot of phone calls. And there's some things I can give you. There's some things I can't give you, obviously, and there's for good reason. And so now all those things are finally starting to take place that I can start doing that for you because we're ready for that now. So for the most part, anything that you need, just, you'll only have to jump over to west.techguide.com and you'll be able to get it. You'll be able to get answers that you wouldn't normally get from me, through comments or email, because it'll already be there posted for you. And if there's something that you need that you don't see, by all means, hit me up in an email, a phone call, or in a comment on one of the videos, and we'll see what we can do about getting that for you. And remember, our prices aren't going to be the cheapest. And with that, I can tell you we have excellent customer service, and you'll get what you pay for, and we'll honor our warranty, we'll honor our word. You'll get great customer service on everything that you purchase, and you're dealing with somebody in America. I'm trying to keep my prices as competitive as I can while still starting this new company and offering a lifetime warranty. So it's going to take a couple of minutes for that to all mesh together before we see any kind of price reduction. Right now, we're not seeing price reduction because we're paying so much money for the products. Even though we're buying in bulk, we're not saving any money. I mean, they're really not being that generous with bulk batteries right now. Matter of fact, prices of batteries continue to go up, not down. So that's another issue. And you don't even want to get me started on the Chinese tariffs that President Trump is imposing on lithium batteries and solar and all these other things that haven't hit us yet, but are coming. Excellent customer service. Oh, that's Alonzo. I'm sorry. Alonzo Gonzalez. Hey, Alonzo, welcome. Appreciate the kind words. So, yeah, I mean, so our customer service will definitely be there. There's no doubt about it. We're always going to take good care of you and the product. If it's on us, we're going to always take care of it. If it's on you, well, it's on you, but we'll fix it for you. Or we'll still help you take care of it at the end of the day, either way. So, guys, any of you that are in here on the comments, do you have any other questions before I go? I'm going to take off, probably come back again tonight. We'll have some more updates. The website will be updated some more. Now's the time. Errol Kane. Hi, bro. Good evening. Would you ship stuff to the Caribbean? Absolutely, we'll ship stuff to the Caribbean, Errol. Not a problem. Just it'll all be in the website. Go over to westthattechguy.com. Get what you need over there. Set up everything, and once everything checks out, we're good. We'll ship it. I'm reading back through some of this. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. All these 100,000 comments that were made. Ja, man, you've been the whole dude the whole time. I'm just happy you're back, bud. How's the house coming along? Ja, everything's good, man. We got one house complete, almost complete. But it's for the most part, it's redone. Mine, I haven't got much done on mine yet because the other one took so long. Of course, I got sick. And then one of the other houses is done and it's on the market, and we're rolling on that. So we're definitely not going to be moving until after the winter for sure. No doubt about it. So we're going to still be in Florida for a few more months until we make the big move. And that's why I've kind of said, piss on it. We're going to go ahead and start production here in Florida. And then, we'll just, whatever we have left here when we leave the state, we'll just ship it back up to where we're going. And then, we'll continue to do our importing into the Northwest. So, we can't keep holding it off any longer. I think I got all the questions that are commented to the comments. There's only a few of you guys in here typing or commenting. So anyways, I plan on coming back on tonight with another video. I'm not going to really rehash this same stuff because there was a few here. I might do a really quick update on the westthattechguy.com website. Also, guys, we talked about earlier, not earlier today, but many times I've talked about the name change. That's coming up. You'll start to see things like Home Tech Power. That's us, hometechpower.com. We own all that stuff, or I do. And so you're going to start seeing that. You're going to see other names come up. So if you see the name of the channel change or something, don't freak out. It's still us or still me. It's just, we're finally to the point where we wanted to be 6 months ago, and it's all going to start to happen here. And all these other things that I talked about are going to all start to take place. We're going to start separating videos to other channels and so on and so forth. So I did fly Derek back down from Philly. So he's here helping me right now, and we don't know how long he's going to be here, but hopefully he'll be here a long time again. And so that'll help me get my stuff done. Tonight's video, I don't know. You guys got any suggestions on what you want me to talk about or what you want me to show or what? We can talk about, there's many other things we can talk about. I've got plenty of things in the studio that we can review or pop out. I do have some new jumper packs with some inverters in them that we're going to be showing and talking about at some point in time. I've got a bunch of batteries. We're going to go live with the studio tonight with the actual cameras, and rather than just me in the computer. And then we'll be able to show a lot of things that we haven't been showing, like our batteries and so on and so forth. And maybe answer some questions for some people on whatever, whether it be generators or batteries or music or lights or cameras or anything that we can tonight. Matthew Christian just came in, just got on prices. Matthew, thanks for coming in, man. Prices are all going to be posted up on the website. Hopefully today they'll be not all of them. There'll be a lot of prices on the website. What is it you're looking for a price on, Matthew? Anyways, while Matthew's typing, if he is typing, we'll talk about some stuff tonight. We can talk about more pricing stuff and more pricing structure and how we're going to set these up. Matthew Christian, the 3,000, I'm assuming you mean the 3,000 watt portable solar generator, low frequency, 100 amp hour battery cell, Life P04. If that's the case, right around $4,000. It's not going to come in a rigid box, as I've said many times, unless you want it in a rigid box. And if you want it in a rigid box, I'm only going to sell the one prototype I have. I'd rather not make another 3,000 in that box. It's too hard. The box is so small and everything is so tight. It's really hard to build. But if you want it in that box or a box similar to that, that's fine. We can do it. But we're around $4,000. Our 3,000 watt inverter would be the comparison to, say, Yetis or Goal Zeros or Kodiaks or whoever you want to compare me to. They would call it a 9,000 watt generator, not a 3,000 watt generator, because they always all use the surge number, which is the 9,000 on that 3,000 watt system. And most all of those are a high frequency inverter anyway. So let's look at the Goal Zero. The Yeti with 3,000 is not a 3,000 watt system. It is a 3,000 watt surge system. It's a 1,500 continuous usable watts of power. I believe they have around 100 amp hour battery in it, if memory serves. I don't remember on that. And that's now at $3,000, and that's just for the system. And it's similar to what I'm doing. It's got some limitations compared to what we've got, but it is a great system, and it is decent for the money. And they're a big company, but theirs won't do what ours does. Ours has double the capacity as far as wattage is concerned of usable energy. Continuous 3,000 watts, not a surge of 3,000 watts. We have a surge of 9,000 watts for 20 seconds, which blows that away. So that's why we're priced where we're at. Plus, we use authentic headway cells in that, or Samsung cells, where I don't know what Goal Zero is using in their generator. Honestly, I don't know what type of cells they're using. I haven't gotten one and taken it apart and done all that, and nor do I plan on doing that. So. I just know what cells I use, and we pay more money for those cells, and we're high amperage cells. And high amperage cells, I use these high amperage cells, guys, because by using these high amperage cells, that means they're going to always deliver the power that you need. They're never going to overheat. They're always going to be cool, and that's less chance for volatility, whether I use the Life PO4 cell or I use the Samsung 25R LiPo cell or the lithium ion cell. And so, it's a little bit of assurance for all of us, and I believe that you don't use everything at 100% its capacity, no matter what it is, whether it be a battery or anything for that matter, anything electrical. And so if we can take a battery cell and only use 20% of its ability, and we pay a little bit more, then why use a cheaper cell and use 100% of its energy or 100% of its ability? We're just going to burn it up faster and have a problem with it. Mono Marshall has joined us. Hey, Marshall, good to see you, man. It's been a while. Received my Model 3 Performance 3 weeks ago. Love it. Nice, man. Well, hey, you just came in, Mondo, and I'm actually trying to get out right now. I got to go eat some dinner, and I've got to go meet with some people. And then I'm going to be back on. I'm going to come back on live tonight. You just joined in. Derek's down from Philly, my editor, my camera guy, my right-hand guy, my assistant, my everything dude. I finally convinced him to come back down here to Naples and work with us so we could get this thing off the ground. So I'm really excited about that. He's been here for a couple of days. We're going to come on tonight. We're going to do some videos tonight. And I know a lot of you guys are coming in here for the solar generators and the batteries. And we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about westthattechguy.com, all the new things that are going to be on the website. A couple of our other web domains we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about some other products and kind of get this going back to where it used to be. And maybe I can stop saying so much and we can, continue to move forward and all that good stuff. Sell those damn businesses and houses already. Right, dude? I'm trying, man. Hey, look, my daughter just had another baby, and we had a little grandson. He's about 3 weeks old now. He's the toughest little thing. I'm telling you, he's so strong. But he's the reason that we're sticking around for right now. We didn't get everything done and sold before he was born and make it, easy for my daughter to move and her husband and her family. And had Irma not hit us and, did destruction to all three of these buildings and create havoc with my companies and stuff, we would have already been gone. But Irma happened, and, then my daughter had the baby. And so, we don't want to be moving across the country, the whole family and stuff with all this going on. So it's coming, man. It's happening. We're gonna be up there soon, though. Nothing's changed in that aspect, except we just got to be. Now we're just holding out because of the winter weather, and then the houses will take care of themselves. We've got that all handled. But houses will sell when the houses sell. We're not concerned about that as much as now we are just concerned about moving. At this time of the year with a little 3-week or 2-month-old baby. So she wants to put some time on that baby and make it a lot easier. And we all do as well. So, and thank you on that, on the congratulations, expecting your grandchild in March. Well, congratulations to you, bro. All right, guys. Hey, man, I could sit here and do this all night. As you know, there's only a few of you guys in here. I appreciate the ones of you that are here that came. I'm just trying to get a video up so you guys can all get an idea of what's going on. Share the wealth on the website. Let everybody know that it's out there. It's coming. Give me a couple of hours. If you can join me later, we can do a little more talking. And I'm thinking about maybe doing some like call-in stuff, So this chat is great. I love it. But it'd be much nicer to have you guys on the line and talk to you directly rather than a couple of types and then just the one person talking is me over here. So anyways, guys, come on back tonight. Think about something you want to talk about, hit me up with it, and we'll go from there. Anyways, guys, appreciate you all coming out. We'll see you in a little while.